Roberto Durán, born on June 16, 1951, in Guarare, Panama, emerged from humble beginnings to become one of boxing's most iconic figures. His mother, Clara Samaniego, was a native of Guarare, while his father, Margarito Durán, an American of Mexican heritage, was stationed in Panama with the U.S. Army when Roberto was born. Durán was raised in the slums of El Chorrillo in the district known as La Casa de Piedra in Panama City. At just 8 years old, he began sparring with seasoned boxers at the Nico de la Guardia Gymnasium, marking the start of a legendary career that would span 5 decades. He competed from 1968 to 2001, capturing world championships in 4 weight classes: lightweight, welterweight, light middleweight, and middleweight. Durán also reigned as the undisputed and lineal lightweight champion and the lineal welterweight champion. He is recognized as the second boxer, after Jack Johnson, to have fought across 5 decades. Durán earned the nickname Hands of Stone for his powerful punches and exceptional defense. In 2002, The Ring magazine ranked him as the 5th greatest fighter of the last 80 years, while boxing historian Bert Sugar placed him 8th on the list of all-time greats. The Associated Press named him the best lightweight of the 20th century, with many considering him the greatest lightweight ever. He retired for good in January 2002 at the age of 50, following a life-threatening car accident in Argentina in October 2001 that required emergency surgery. He concluded his illustrious career with a record of 119 fights, 103 wins, and 70 knockouts. Standing at 5 feet 7 inches tall, Durán dominated the lightweight division, typically fighting at a lean 135 pounds during his prime. He boasts an estimated net worth of $3 million. Despite amassing over $20 million throughout his career, much of it was reportedly spent on a lavish lifestyle. About personal life, Roberto Durán has shared a lifelong partnership with his wife of over 50 years. Their enduring marriage has been blessed with a large family, including 6 children. He also has a son from a previous relationship. In October 2001, Roberto Durán traveled to Argentina to promote his newly released salsa music CD. However, what should have been a triumphant tour took a devastating turn when he was involved in a serious car crash, requiring life-saving surgery. Following this harrowing experience, Durán announced his retirement from boxing at the age of 50. Reflecting on the incident, Durán mentioned his friend, Argentine football legend Diego Maradona, and his battle with weight issues as motivation for getting back in shape. Durán's illustrious career, marked by 5 world title belts across 4 divisions, faced a darker moment in 1993 when these belts were stolen from his Panama home in a robbery allegedly orchestrated by his brother-in-law. However, in September 2003, a federal judge in Florida ordered the belts to be returned to Durán. With 70 wins by knockout, Durán is part of an elite group of boxers who have secured 50 or more victories by knockout, earning him the 28th spot on the Rings list of the 100 greatest punchers of all time. His accomplishments were further recognized when he was inducted into the World Boxing Hall of Fame in 2006 and the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2007. In June 2020, he was diagnosed with COVID-19 after visiting the hospital with what he thought were common cold symptoms. Today, Durán is the brand ambassador for Panama Blue, the country's premium bottled water, and is a licensed ultralight aircraft pilot in Panama, where he flew the Quicksilver MX model. His daughter, Rochelle Durán, briefly followed in his footsteps as a professional boxer, though her career was short-lived with a record of 1 win and 2 losses. In March 2024, it was revealed that Durán suffers from atrioventricular blockage, a heart condition for which he underwent surgery on March 18th in Panama to have a pacemaker placed in his chest. Durán has dedicated himself to numerous philanthropic efforts, particularly within his homeland of Panama. Leveraging his fame and resources, he has actively supported a range of charitable causes, with a strong focus on uplifting underprivileged communities. Durán has consistently participated in events and initiatives designed to provide essential aid, including significant contributions to improving healthcare and education for those most in need. About professional career. Roberto Durán's professional career is one of the most storied in boxing history, marked by incredible achievements across multiple weight divisions. Durán began his professional career in February 1968 at just 16 years old, following a brief but impressive amateur stint where he compiled a record of 29-3. Despite losing his first 3 amateur fights, Durán transitioned smoothly into the professional ranks, quickly establishing himself as a formidable force. He won his first 31 consecutive professional bouts, including knockout victories over future featherweight champion Ernesto Marcel and former super featherweight champion Hiroshi Kobayashi. In June 1972, Durán earned his first world title shot against WBA lightweight champion Ken Buchanan at Madison Square Garden. Despite being an underdog, Durán dominated the fight, knocking Buchanan down just 15 seconds into the opening round and continuing to batter him throughout the contest. The fight ended in controversy in the 13th round when a low blow, which appeared to be accidental, resulted in Buchanan collapsing in pain. The referee awarded Durán a technical knockout victory, giving him his first world championship. Durán followed this up with a series of non-title fights and successful title defenses, including a brutal knockout victory over Esteban De Jesus in 1974, avenging his only loss to that point. Durán continued his dominance in the lightweight division, making 12 successful defenses of his title and amassing an impressive record of 62-1. In February 1979, after unifying the lightweight title by defeating De Jesus in a third bout, Durán vacated his belts to move up in weight, setting his sights on the welterweight division. In 1980, he faced WBC welterweight champion Sugar Ray Leonard in a bout that would become known as the Brawl in Montreal. Durán defeated Leonard by unanimous decision, capturing the WBC welterweight title and further cementing his legacy. However, in the rematch later that year, Durán famously uttered, "No mas, no more," and quit the fight in the 8th round, handing Leonard the victory. This incident temporarily tarnished Durán's reputation, leading him to retire briefly before returning to the ring. He then moved up to the light middleweight and middleweight divisions, where he continued to compete at a high level. Although he lost a title bout to Wilfred Benitez in 1982 and was knocked out by Thomas Hearns in 1984, Durán rebounded by winning the WBA light middleweight title in 1983 by defeating Davey Moore in a dominant performance. In 1989, Durán captured his 4th world title by defeating Iran Barkley for the WBC middleweight championship, a victory widely regarded as one of his greatest achievements. His career extended into the 1990s as he moved up to the super middleweight division. He faced old rival Sugar Ray Leonard for the 3rd time in December 1989, losing by unanimous decision. Despite his advancing age, he continued to fight for various titles, including controversial losses to Vinny Pazienza and Hector Camacho. In 1998, at the age of 47, Durán challenged WBA middleweight champion William Joppy but was defeated in 3 rounds. Following this loss, Durán announced his retirement for the 3rd time, but as was his custom, he returned to the ring the following year. About his lifestyle, Roberto Durán's lifestyle reflects both his remarkable boxing career and his enduring legacy. He resides in a well-appointed house in Panama, a testament to his success and influence in the sport. While the specifics of his home's interior remain private, it embodies the achievements and stature of a boxing legend. Beyond his residence, Durán's presence is also celebrated through a series of notable trading cards, which capture pivotal moments from his storied career. These cards, including the 1973-74 Panini Campioni dello Sport number 301 and the 1996 ringside spotlights in the ring number 7, are cherished by boxing enthusiasts and collectors, further cementing his iconic status in the sport. Thank you for watching. Don't miss our fascinating biography of Muhammad Ali and other legendary boxers. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.